Hello again, Shivers fans. Andy Logan here, creator of the Shivers, here to take you through an unboxing of the deluxe edition of the Shivers, available on Kickstarter. And here we have a similar box to the core game if you've watched our previous episode. It's 12 inches by 12 inches by 3 inches, except for one little difference here in the corner. You'll see it says Deluxe Game right here, First Edition. That's right, this is the first edition of the Shivers. We anticipate there'll be more editions as we do other print runs and refine the game. One other interesting thing about the deluxe game is that you'll see there's a couple new characters inserted on the cover. The deluxe version in Kickstarter came with 2 exclusive new characters you can play, Ocean the cat and Shep the dog. So I'll see if you can see them there on the cover to the left and the right. So that makes a total of 8 characters you can play in the Shivers. A couple of interesting things on that front is those pets can't really read or speak or carry more than one item in their mouth. So it'll be interesting to see how players dive into playing as the pets of the Shivers family. All right, let's open up the game and see what we see inside. Let's start with the expansions. Probably the most amazing thing about the deluxe edition is it comes with twice the number of stories, 8 more episodes, and 2 whole new pop-up rooms to play with. So in expansion number 1, which we call Series C, is called Fangs, written by Darcy Coates, acclaimed Gothic fiction writer from Australia. She was a great fit for this episode that features a pop-up room called the creepy Crypt, and she really made her story sing, and I can't wait to share these with you. So we've got more episode guides, more story cards, and last but not least, the Crypt pop-up room itself. Here we go. Here's the Crypt pop-up room. As you can see, it's full of kind of a gothic spookiness, and if I slide in the Crypt story card, you'll see it becomes even more amazing. We've got a large stained glass window in the back, and if you'll notice there's something unusual about those stained glass windows you might discover. We have a coffin over here that opens. Let's see if I can open that. There we go. Ooh, what's inside there? We have an altar up in the front with a large manuscript and this huge coffin on a pedestal in the middle. It's going to be quite chilling what you discover in this room. So we have the Crypt, which of course has swappable story cards. Here you see the clue window changing for different episodes. We have lots of story cards to run 8 more amazing episodes with. So we have story cards for the parlor. We have story cards for all the rooms in the core game, such as the study, the kitchen, lab, courtyard. And we of course have, because we have 4 new episodes, we have 4 new episode guides. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, there's the 4th. The Lost Crypt, Under a Blood Moon, The Destruction Machine, and The Chase. 4 amazingly thrilling episodes that we know you'll love, complete with how to run the games, all the dialogue, all the NPCs, the steps, the summary, the introduction, everything you need to run an amazing episode for expansion number 1. We also have a whole new set of standees for Darcy's stories. We've got 2 boards worth here. As you can see here, there's definitely a werewolf theme and a vampire theme to these, as you'll see. So you'll encounter these NPCs in episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 of expansion 1. And here's a hint. I actually drew one of these. I'll let you think which one it might be. My rudimentary illustration skills. All right, so that was expansion 1, Fangs, which comes in this great almost like a CD case, if you remember buying CDs back in the day. It contains all the expansion contents, and it will fit right into your game box perfectly. So you can keep collecting expansions all in the same box as the normal Shivers components fit into. Voila! 4 more episodes. It's about 5 or 6 hours of more fun for your gaming crew. Expansion number 2. It's all fun and games until what? Someone gets hurt. That's right. This is what we call Series D. 4 more episodes here. You can see there's kind of a games theme here. We have a Queen of Hearts. And on the back we have some of the NPCs you'll encounter. It says here's a little demonstration. A summary of what the episodes are all about in this episode. A few ghostly former residents of Fogmore Manor pull the Shivers in for some light-hearted games, but the fun quickly turns diabolical as the family becomes trapped at the mercy of a devious child. I can't wait to see what's in this one. Well, of course, we have a whole set of story cards, standees, and episode guides. But perhaps most importantly, as I keep taking things out, there's a few more stuck in there. We've got the new pop-up room that comes with this episode, which is the Naughty Nursery. So look at this nursery here that you're going to be exploring. And as you'll see, I've got the story card here for it. I can slide it in, and it's now configured for episode D1, Shall We Play a Game? And there's little doors to explore, of course. Open this one up here. The bed, even the cover, actually lifts up, and you can find things under the bed sheets. Lots of interesting things here. And look at this little dollhouse. Does that look familiar? Does that little dollhouse look familiar? It should if you've looked at the cover of our game. It's a little replica of Fogmore Manor. One of the things I love about this room is the color scheme. It's very unsettling, like a goodnight moon, kind of clashing, contrasting colors. So I think you'll have a lot of fun in the Naughty Nursery. All right, of course we have a few other items that come with it. As I mentioned, we have all the story cards needed that fit into the rooms in the core game. So your study, your kitchen, laboratory. We have 4 new episode guides that come with it. So here we have Episode 1, Shall We Play a Game? Episode 2, Consultants. Episode 3, Full House. And Episode 4, Lost and Found. So these 4 will be another good 6 or 7 hours of gameplay, I think, because these do tend to get harder. They're more involved, they're lengthier. So I think it'll take you a little longer for you and your gaming team to work through them. One of the interesting things we're exploring in this one is a lot of story card swapping. So as you'll notice, this one has 4 story card settings, because one of the episodes you keep changing the parlor story card to different rotations and putting in new story cards on the fly. So that's going to be really complicated and exciting. So 4 new episodes there. We got the 4 new story episode guides and a set of story cards. We've got a host of new standees for this adventure. Let's see here. We've got, as you can see, some Egyptian things, some creepy things, some medieval things. We think you'll really enjoy what you're going to discover in expansion number 2. All right, so that's the main goodies in the deluxe version. We also have a few other items. The deluxe version comes with an extra magnifying glass and an extra dry erase erasable tip marker. We also have the, as I mentioned, the dog and cat you can play with. So here we have a dog and cat standees with their dog and cat character boards, dashboards here, so you can fully play as Ocean or Shep. So as you'll see on the front, it's their character dashboard. On the back is the player rules. So if you want to be a new player to the Shivers, all you have to read is this one small set of paragraphs here on the back side, and you are now ready to go. It takes less than a minute for new players to jump in and play the Shivers, which is amazing for a game. So here you have their standees again, and that pack is only in the deluxe edition. All right, we have the bonus characters, we called those. We also have something interesting called the Create a Character Pack. So these are blank standees and blank dashboards. And you can use these to create your very own Shivers character to play on your own adventures. It could be a boy, a girl, man, or woman, however you want to personify them, human, animal, spirit. It's up to you, and we'd love to see your creations when you get your hands on the game of a character you think is exciting to play with. So exciting to see where the community takes these playable characters and create a character pack. All right, and then last we have a few add-ons that aren't included in the deluxe game, but we just wanted to show you. We're going to have a velvet pouch for your dice and magnifying glasses just to keep them nice and safe. This is a sample. It's going to be a little bigger than this. We're going to have a little larger, bigger logo embroidery, maybe another color inside, but it's going to be a velvet pouch like that with an embroidered logo. And then one of the things we added recently was this Storycrafters Pack, which allows you to do some really interesting things. You can dive deeper into the lore of Fogmore Cove via our exclusive large-scale town map with a legend that clues you into all the interesting points of interest in Fogmore Cove, illustrated again by our amazing artist Bill Tiller. We also have a set of ghost standees. So anytime your Shivers player meets their demise in the episode, you could swap their character out for a ghost version, and they've all been re-illustrated as ghosts of their former selves, and you can continue the adventure that way. Kind of a spooky addition to the game. And then we have something really cool, which is a full Shivers pop-up room that's totally blank. As you'll see, there's no pop-up inside, but it does have the story card sleeve with a removable story card. It does have the magnetic base, the kickstand ability, and our paper engineer, Renee, is going to be leading some tutorials on video about what to do with this pop-up room so that you can start to create your own creations. And we're really interested to see how the community builds on these blank pop-up rooms to bring some new rooms into the Shivers environment and create games for them. So that's all included in the Storycrafters Pack. Okay, well that was the unboxing for the deluxe edition. As you can see, here's the back side. It's got the game illustration. It's got all the deluxe features it comes with. And that wraps up this unboxing tutorial. We're really excited to share new video content with you in the future and hear from you how you're enjoying playing your Shivers game. Thank you again. Bye-bye.